Helen lost her husband and her son, moved far away, leaving her in a world of loneliness. But when her neighbor shares life-changing advice, everything shifts. Can Helen truly find happiness again on her own? Watch this inspiring story to discover how one small conversation transformed her life forever. How to overcome loneliness and find happiness within. Helen was a grandmother who lived alone after her husband, John, passed away. Her only son had moved abroad after getting married. And although he called sometimes, Helen still felt lonely in her quiet house. One day, her neighbor, Mrs. Miller, invited her for tea. Noticing Helen's sadness, Mrs. Miller gently asked,
"Why do you feel so lonely, Helen? Is it because you depend on your son or others to make you happy? What happens when they don't visit?"
Helen thought about it and nodded. Mrs. Miller continued,
"The root of loneliness is depending too much on others. You have to create your own joy. What did you love to do before?"
Helen replied,
I love gardening and knitting, but I stopped after John passed.
Then why not start again?
Mrs. Miller suggested.
Don't wait for others. You can find happiness within yourself.
Helen took her advice to heart. She began gardening again, planting flowers in memory of John. She joined a local knitting group and made new friends. Slowly, her loneliness faded. Though she still missed her family, Helen realized that happiness didn't come from depending on others. It came from finding joy within herself. She was never truly alone again. The lesson of this story is happiness comes from within. Letting go of dependence on others helps us overcome loneliness and find peace. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Petal Rise for more uplifting stories. Thanks for watching.